Hey guys, welcome to the video. So earlier today, I was sitting there thinking about all of the videos that I need to film today because I'm going to be batch filming. So it's going to be quite a little filming evening for myself. And then I also kept thinking as I was going through the day how much I really need to declutter my refrigerator and deep clean it and do all the things that go along with that. And then I thought, put your hands together. We should do a declutter the fridge with me video and deep clean out the fridge and film it. So here we are. I'm so glad you are joining me for this. It's been a long time since I've done a declutter / deep clean with me video. And let me know, give this video a thumbs up if you like it and if you would like to see more content like this. Now, before we open the fridge, I just want to give you a fair warning. The past 4 months or so have just been super intense for me. I've had a lot on my plate in a lot of different areas. I've been taking a class that's really consumed every spare minute that I have, and that's in addition to obviously taking care of the kids and running the house. So basically, the refrigerator has been neglected. Things that didn't need to be done weren't getting done. I mean, we've gone through probably a couple of times throughout the past couple of months and really cleaned it out, but it's been a while since it has been a part of my weekly routine. Previous to this summer, every week before or after I go grocery shopping, either one or the other, I will typically wipe down the fridge from top to bottom, clean it out, get rid of everything that doesn't need to be in there, and then put the new groceries in. And I really like having that as a part of my weekly routine, part of my grocery shopping routine, and I've honestly kind of missed it. So I'm really excited to be getting to the end of the craziness and getting to the point where I can actually now add back in some of those things that I really like to do, but have been a little neglected as things have just been crazy. So I haven't pre-cleaned this. And I'm going to open it up now and just show you guys what we're dealing with, and then I will show you the process that I go through typically every week, but it's going to be a bit more of a deep clean today. So this is where we're at right now, and you can see we've got a bit of a situation. And this is the door. Now the door probably won't change a ton, but I'll just give you a full before shot of where we're at with the fridge. Now, normally when the fridge is mainly my domain and I'm kind of in charge of keeping the fridge clean, I have certain places and certain shelves that are designated for certain things. But because things have been so crazy, my husband has been stepping in a lot more with cleaning up after meals, and the kids have been stepping in a lot more. And typically, even if they were helping cleaning up the kitchen, I would be there, but like I said, the last few months have been crazy, and often after meals I would say, okay, I have to go get some work done and you guys are gonna have to take care of cleaning up. So the whole system that I had in place of where things belong has just kind of disappeared. So I'm going to hopefully put that back together in this video. And typically what I do is I will just empty out one shelf at a time. So I'm just going to unload the top shelf, and then I'm going to wipe it down. And I always work top to bottom, that way crumbs aren't falling on shelves that are already clean. So I'm just going to start pulling things off of the top shelf. And typically, I do this, like I said, on my grocery shopping day. And I do this because I kind of have an idea at that point of if certain things are going to get eaten, and what leftovers, if I keep them around any longer, will actually get used. Now, this is not a grocery shopping day for me. This is earlier in the week, but like I said, it needs to be done. It was kind of bugging me. So I will do my best to kind of figure out, but we have already had a couple lunches with a lot of these leftovers, so I kind of know which things my kids will eat and which they won't. You know, some things just aren't as great as leftovers, and other things are more favorites. But some things kind of get lost at the top of the fridge and just need to be tossed out because it's been a little while. So now that everything is out, I am just going to be using these, they're kind of reusable paper towels, I think, or reusable napkins. I got them at Trader Joe's a long time ago, so I don't know if they still have them or not, but I really like them. Some people have said that they remind them of like the ShamWows because they're super absorbent, but you can wash them. So it's kind of nice. And I'm gonna just step up on the stool here and just start wiping everything down. Now, normally since I do this once a week, it's not too bad, but like I said, it's been a while. So it may take a little bit extra cleaning. Now, I think since I'm up here, I'm also going to just wipe down the top of the fridge. Since it has been a little while and it's kind of gross. I'm just using this stuff. It's called Awesome, or LA's Totally Awesome, I guess. I get it at the dollar store and it cleans anything out of anything. You can use it on laundry, you can use it on appliances. I use it sometimes to clean my bathrooms. It's really great. And you can't beat the price. Okay, so I'm done with the top shelf. I'm going to put the things that for sure go on the top shelf back there now. So I usually put my eggs just out of the way on the top shelf like that, or sometimes I stack them, but that's how they go. And then these coconut waters can go back up here as well. My husband had them like that, probably because then they don't roll around. So put those back there. And let's see what else. These need to go bye-bye. So I will just move everything that for sure needs to go to the compost over by the sink. And then I'm going to move on to the middle shelf. Now, there are still some things that aren't going in the compost, but are also not on the shelf. And that's because I like my leftovers to be right at eye level. And I find that way they don't get lost in a back corner on the top shelf or on the bottom shelf out of eyesight. So I like to try to keep all the leftovers in the middle shelves, and I'll see if I can make that happen as I rearrange everything. Got a bit of a bread situation going on right now. That's the other reason I like to clean out the fridge every week as I grocery shop, because we don't need all of this bread right now in our fridge, but when you have too many things in here, it can look like you're missing something when you actually aren't. So I like spicy things. But that's one of the reasons that I really try to do this on a consistent basis. Also, I love these containers because they stack nicely for the most part, all except for the round ones. And you can see exactly what is in them, which just, for me, leads to less food waste as well. See, you can tell it's been a while since I have done this because I've never put my vegetables on the middle shelf. It's just not where I put them. But that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it when things are a little hectic. See, these were fresh blueberries, and I know now they have been in here too long because I know they came from my parents. And now they're wasted. What a bummer. And this is one of the reasons I like to do this, because I've had some people say, oh man, it makes me nervous when there's too little food in the fridge or things like that. But if you just buy what you're going to use that week, you will save so much money. And you will actually use everything that you are eating. Things won't get just stuffed in the back and then wasted. You will see everything that you have and know, oh, I need to eat that before it goes bad. More bread. Whoop. Oh dear. Thankfully it didn't break. Got some coconut yogurt here. That could have been really unfortunate. So now I'm just going to wipe down, and I do, if I see anything, kind of wipe down the walls also as I'm doing it. and I don't worry about keeping it too clean. I will just sweep when I'm done, so that's how I do that. Now that this is done, I will go ahead and start putting things back that I know are staying. So this here, and I kind of try to group meals together. So for example, this quinoa, this is a cheese sauce that the kids like to eat with the quinoa, pesto, also pasta, which they can either do the quinoa or pasta for lunches, either one, those work well together. And these are kind of standalone meals. And let's see. So the bread, I usually like to put the bread on the top shelf because then we know if we need any more or if we need to thaw some out. We usually have bread in the freezer. And then I also, on the far left side of my middle shelf, I usually keep butter, peanut butter, things like that. On to the bottom shelf. Sometimes with the drawers, I will just take them off, make it nice and easy. Like I said, I sweep after, so I don't have to worry too much about making sure the floor is clean. If you guys tried chow cheese, it is the best in our opinion. Plant-based cheese. My husband swears by it because he really wanted a cheese that would actually melt on a grilled cheese sandwich or nachos or things like that, and it works well. It's a little bit more of a splurge item, but it's fun. So if you need a good vegan cheese, get the Chow brand. It's the CHAO. We really like it. Again, with the drawers, I take them out so that I can clean both the drawer and under the drawers. Oh, I forgot to put things back there, didn't I? So this, something else that should have been on the middle shelf. Maybe I will, I try not to have things in the very back, but if I put smaller things in the front, and again, things that kind of go together, it's less likely to get lost back there. But I've got falafels here that need to go on that shelf. Some of these may have to go on the bottom shelf, but we'll see. I don't know if you guys make your own homemade bread. If you do, I had such a bad time finding bread bags that would fit the bread because homemade bread is just bigger than store bread and it wasn't fitting into the bread bags. So last year for Christmas, my husband was like, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, I want bread bags because he's so good at researching things, like anything where I say, I need this and I need it to do this and this. He can find a way. And he got me these awesome bread bags. They are grain by grain and they keep the bread super soft and moist if it's in the fridge or on the side. And yeah, you can, let's see, it says you can use it for a shopping bag. I've never done that, but you can use bread storage. They're freezer safe, which is cool because my batch makes 4 loaves. So I can put 2 in the fridge, 2 in the freezer. And they're also washing machine safe, which is super awesome because then I can just throw them in the washing machine. I usually have to flip it inside out and shake it to make sure the crumbs all get out. But really like these if you guys are homemade bread makers. And like I said, we've got a bread situation. We do not need this much bread, but it's all right. We will go through it. My kids like bread. So on the middle shelf there, we're going to, I wonder if I should put this in something smaller and that it will actually fit here. I'm going to do that. Like I said, love these containers. Any clear container I find is just way better for food waste. I have some metal ones, and whenever I use them, whatever's in there inevitably goes bad because we just don't check. And I like to think it's because all humans are lazy, and it's not just me, but maybe it is just me. I've found the clear containers to be much better. So, and I like ones that can stack too. So if you need some, be sure to look for stackable. All right, so now the rice can go with the curry. So those will go together. I'm going to put now typically I will put any produce things that don't fit in the produce drawers. I will just put those in the middle shelf or the bottom shelf because it's close to the produce. At least that's how my brain works. Put that in there. Oh my goodness. Have you guys tried this? I said the other thing was the best cheese ever. This actually might be. It's Miyokos, I think is how you pronounce it. And I don't know where for sure you can find it because I found it at like a budget grocery type of place, but it's amazing. Pizza, it's like actual pizza, at least what I remember of it. And yeah, it's really good. We make nachos with this. We make all kinds of stuff. So if you find it, I can't speak to the other. I think they have a whole bunch of different types of cheese, but this pourable mozzarella is delish. These I'm going to put in here. This is just like a veggie bacon bit thing. So got kind of my fake meats and cheeses in this drawer. And I think I can move on to cleaning this out now. All right, I know this one is the one I need to fill first because it has a giant gash in it because it's the closest to the door. And sometimes, if you don't have it all the way closed, the door will crash into it. So I'm just gonna fill this one first with, I guess it doesn't really matter, probably things that I will use a little bit less often. The other one's just a little bit easier to get to, but I kind of use all of this fairly often. Isn't this pretty, by the way? We grew cabbage this year, and I love purple cabbage. This outside leaves are a little bit wilty, but I love purple cabbage. It lasts forever, and I really like it in salads and things like that. And I'm just so proud of how pretty it is. It came from our garden. So let's see, what else do I want to put in this one? Maybe cucumbers? I don't know. Cucumbers still good. Most of the vegetables, unless they come in plastic wrap, like these guys, I keep them in it because I find if they come in the plastic wrap, they stay better. But if they don't, like the peppers, I will just leave them out. Even carrots, if I buy them outside of wrap, I leave them outside. If I buy them in, I leave them in. It just seems like if I pull everything out of the wrap, it wilts faster. But if it was already out, like things from our garden or peppers, then they don't. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Oh, I forgot about all these other carrots. We have so many carrots because we didn't clean out our refrigerator. So we've got lots of carrots. We might have to move some things into that other one then because that was pretty empty. So let's put carrots in this one. All these are still good. So carrots, maybe I'll do carrots and peppers in this one, and then I'll do the lettuce in the other one. I need to make some salads. I'll just move the carrots all over here so one doesn't get lost. I don't know why, I just love the way fresh vegetables look. It just makes me happy. And then I'm going to add, I'm gonna put this right, so if you're putting your produce in the drawer and you're worried that you'll forget about something, just put that thing right up next to the door. So I'll see this right when I look in there and I won't forget about it. And I'll put things that I know I will go looking for, like the lettuce, in the back. Make sure these guys get used too. So I'll put those front. Okay, we're getting to be done with phase one, the main area of the refrigerator. I am going to put, now this pasta, I don't have a better container for it that's clean because we've got so much leftovers right now, but we'll get to it. So I will put, let's see, I like to keep all the leftovers up here. See if we can make it work. Ideally, we've got a lot of leftovers right now, and I like to use leftovers if we can use them. We're going to do leftovers for supper tonight because we've got a lot. But ideally, I generally have all of my leftovers just on this side, and then, like I said, this side is the mixed nut butters, the peanut butter, everything that goes on the bread, basically. But I like to have all my leftovers on one shelf, so it's easy. We don't have to dig through. We know exactly where everything is. So I think I'll do that for now. I know those will all get pulled out here in a little bit when everyone gets home from swim team. Got tortillas. I'm gonna put up with the bread. And then on the bottom is where I like to put my new groceries. So these are things that typically I purchased for a certain recipe, or like the vegetables and things that I'm going to use in salads, things like that. Things that are going to be used, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. You guys can help me out in the comments. Let me know what I'm trying to say. But leftovers here, so leftovers I don't like down here. This is just my personal, how my brain works with organizing the fridge. Leftovers in the middle, eyesight, nice and easy to find how my fridge is laid out. Bread up here so we can easily see how much bread we have. We know if we need to get any more out of the freezer or go get some or make some or whatever it is. And then down here is just like anything that doesn't fit in one of the other categories, if that makes sense. Eggs, I always put over here too. Just, I don't like them also getting lost in the fridge. So that stuff will go down here. So this is a little bare right now because most things have been made and they're in the leftovers department. This I'm going to put with the falafels because that is a sauce that goes with those, which is pretty good if I don't say so myself. Oh, and then I've got broccoli here, which doesn't fit in the drawer, so I will just put that right here. And some nuts. I don't usually keep nuts in the fridge. Somebody must have pulled them out. They go in the freezer. So, okay, now let's move on to the door. Now the door usually doesn't take too much to kind of get it going, although some things I think are a little expired. So I'm just gonna pull everything out here and then I'll wipe down. Where's my rag? There it is. My fridge, everything pops out, which is nice. So, just, like I said, I'll sweep after. Just doing this as quick as I can. Usually I feel like I need to sweep after I unload dishes, or sorry, not dishes, unload the groceries anyway. So it's not a big deal if I do this right before or after I put the groceries. Then I just sweep this area. How did applesauce get up here? And then after each one is cleaned, I just put things directly back. So for me, the hot dog burger type meals is probably one of our lesser consumed meals. We eat them, but it's not something we eat a ton of. So I put that up top because I don't necessarily need the kids to have access to these condiments easily like some of the others. So some of the others, that's gonna be funny here in a minute. I don't know, I put it kind of in order of use is how I organize the door. And these are probably the least used things. Actually, I don't know. That's not true. How do I organize it? This has just always been the ketchup, mustard, condiment area. I wouldn't say it's our least used, but it's definitely not the most used. But this would be less used stuff. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I have no idea. I have no idea. I just have certain things that go in certain drawers. Hot dog stuff, and then I tend to put like more seasoning type foods over here. So this is one that needs to go. That's been in here for a little while. But like sushi ginger, I keep in here. So it's not really a condiment, but it kind of goes with a certain type of food. Tamarind, same thing, that goes here. Now, maybe I'll put the tahini in here also, because that's kind of, I like to just kind of group things by use, I guess. I don't know. I just want to be able to find what I'm looking for. This has been here too long. That needs to go. This has also been in here too long. This has also been in here quite a while, so we're gonna say goodbye to that. That's the thing I find when I go longer in between cleaning out the fridge. There's just a bunch of stuff that just doesn't need to be in here. It's not serving any purpose. It's probably expired. I don't know. I'm excited to get back into doing this every week. But you guys should let me know, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, and if you would like to see me do either a freezer declutter video, because I do like to go through my freezers at least once a year, or if you would like me to do what it normally looks like when my life is together and I'm doing the fridge once a week, I can show you that too, because it really doesn't take very long, and I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like just having that fresh start once a week. It feels good to me. So let's see, the dressing. I usually keep my dressings in here, but I also have this lime juice. Maybe I'll put the lemon juice in here too, since those kind of are used to make dressings. Oh, and maybe I'll put the pickles in here too, because that's goes along with salads and such. If you guys have never made your own pickled onions, try it. It's amazing. It'll transform your salads. I absolutely love it. So that's gonna go in there. It's just kind of salady stuff. And lemon juice. What do I got here? Oh, artichoke hearts. These need to get eaten. Let's see. Oh no, they're fine. Okay. Those will last. I'm gonna go through. This is my favorite drawer or door cabinet thing. I don't know what you call it in the fridge. I like hot sauce a lot. It's one of my favorite things. Not sure what you're doing in here, but my hot sauce goes in this drawer. This is gross. Why is there peanut butter on the maple syrup? Well, because we get it with pancakes, that's why. Things like that. It's just nice to clean the fridge every once in a while. Okay, so all of mine, I usually leave this one fairly high just so I can put tall things here, but this is going to be anything that Kassy needs to spice up her food. So I'm going to put, my Tabasco, my sriracha, my goodness, these. I love these. The habanero one is, I think, my favorite, although the jalapeno one is also quite delish. We like this size for if we go backpacking, and my husband's favorite is this one. He likes the serrano. It's not as spicy, so he prefers that, but then he just refills these ones when he goes backpacking, as he likes to do. Oh, who would have thought I could fit all of those in there, because things were just out of place. So, okay, these I know are not good anymore. Those have been in there quite a while. here's another thing. We have 2 things of milk because we hadn't cleaned out the refrigerator. Didn't know what we had. So we'll go here. We also have 2 things of sauerkraut open, which I think is hilarious because my husband is the main person that eats it. I like it, but he's the one that will go get it and eat it. And so we really don't need 2 of these open, but that's okay. I can't really, I don't think it fits here. Maybe I'll put it here with the other pickled things. All right, guys, that is it. I'll give you a final tour of the fridge. So we've got bread on top with the eggs. Then I have my butter, nut butter over there. Typically there's peanut butter, but we don't have one stirred at the moment. Then leftovers, nice and easy at eye level. Then in the drawer, I keep my fake meats and cheeses and stuff like that. And then down here we just have groceries and things that kind of go with salad stuff. And when I go grocery shopping, this is where the bulk of the ingredients go. Then I've got my produce in the crisper. And this is how the drawers look now, or the door. I don't know what to call those. Shelves, I guess. The shelves. That would be a good word. The shelves in the door. That's how all of those end up looking when it's all cleaned out. So if you like this video, found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let me know, and comment something down below if you would like. Let me know what you think of the video. And if you would like to see a freezer declutter, deep clean video, and or what this normally looks like when I am on top of the fridge and doing that every week, let me know. You could comment a, let's comment a refrigerator emoji, and I will see those in the comments, and that will be you letting me know that you would like one or both of those videos. You can also leave me a comment if you want and let me know which you would prefer. All right, guys, that's all for now. I'll see you on the next one.